Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to discuss our next computer lecture that is based on topic expression. An expression, it is a valid combination of operators, literals and variables. There are different types of expression that we'll be reading out. First is your arithmetic expression. Second is your string expression. Third is relational. Fourth is logical. And fifth one is compound. As the name suggests, compound, it means it will be a combination of all the above expressions. So let us discuss these expressions one by one. First is your arithmetic expression. Arithmetic. So, see, expression is always a combination of operators, literals, and variables. We know all these terms, we have discussed these terms in previous lectures also. So, we will be having numbers and we will be having arithmetic operators here. So, numbers data type we have already covered in previous lecture. So, that will be allowing us to have integers, floating point numbers, or complex numbers. And as we are saying, it is an expression, so it will be having numbers plus your arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are plus, minus, divide, multiply. So let us know how to calculate or evaluate a arithmetic expression. Now, firstly, we must know the order of evaluation. See, we all remember the BORDMAS rule. So, there we have certain operands with us, numbers with us, and along with it, we have operators also. So, when we have different operators with us, so we must be careful about the precedence we must follow in order to solve it, right? So, what will be the precedency? I have given a note that you must consult page number 15 of your book. I have shown it here also. This is your page number 15, and this table you have to refer along with it. So, this table is basically showing you different operators which have been arranged in the precedence manner. Means, firstly, if parentheses you are looking there in the expression, you must go to solve for it, right? Then afterwards the second precedence will be given to this exponential operator. Fine. Then third is your bitwise NOR operator. Next is your plus x or plus minus. These are your unitary operators, plus or minus. See, what are unitary operators and what are binary operators? The unitary operators basically are those which do not require any other operand to execute them, to solve them. See, let us say I say minus 5, so it will be a unitary operator. If I say a minus b, here minus is a binary operator. Fine. So these are our which operators? Arithmetic operators. Plus, minus, divide, multiply, modulus. These are arithmetic operators. So firstly, if in expression you find parenthesis, you must go to solve it. Then exponential you must consider. Then NOR wale expressions you need to consider. Then unitary operators you need to consider. Then comes the your which one it is? It is your arithmetic operator, right? So then you will go to solve plus and minus. Then bitwise operators will be placed. Then after that you have comparison operator, which are also known as relational operators. Fine. Then comes these boolean operators at the last. So highest to lowest we have to move. Okay, so the operators which have been placed above will be of highest priority, and which are placed at the bottom of them will be of the lowest priority. So let us come back here. See, there are two type of conversion. One is your implicit conversion and another one is your explicit conversion. Explicit conversion I'll be discussing at the last of this topic. Right now I'll be discussing your implicit conversion. Implicit conversion are done by Python itself. You don't have to take any worry about that, ki how the conversion will be done and how these conversions are to be done by the Python. That means it will take a criteria, and that criteria will be the highest most data type will be taken up and the lowest will be abolished. Fine. So if we have two data types in a common expression, then it will be promoted to the lower data type will be promoted to the higher data type, and like int will be promoted to float, bool will be promoted to int. We know float consumes 4 byte to store something in the memory, int consumes 2 bytes. So 2 bytes, in 2 bytes we cannot store a float value, so int is of 2 bytes. Whatever data type, whatever data is being stored in int will be stored in float now. Fine. In the similar lines, let us take an example to make it more clear, like a and b. See, this is a way to assign multiple values to multiple variables at the same time. Like if this I am writing a will be assigned value 3 and b will be assigned value 6.0. So here we are clear about it कि a is an integer type variable which is holding 3 and b is a float type variable which is holding 6.0 value. So now we have to calculate c is equals to b modulus a. Modulus, you remember for what purpose we are using modulus operator? It is basically used to calculate the remainder. Fine. So now we will be replacing values of a and b here. We will get this, and what will be the outcome? See, I told you earlier ki int will be promoted to float. This will be done implicitly by the Python itself, Python interpreter itself. You are not to be getting involved in this procedure. What is to be done to convert it? It will be done automatically. This is called type promotion also. So your float value and integer value at the last will be converted into float. So answer will be 0.0. Let us take another example. Here you need to note down what is written here. He is writing the operator, this one division wala operator, which will always gives floating point results. Fine. So what is an example? Let us see an example here. Here is given ki a is 3, b is 6. Now you need to calculate c is equals to a b divided by a. So whatever outcome, although b and a both are of integer type, but this operator, division operator, will always give you value in floating point. So whatever outcome is, after dividing we'll get 2, but it will promote it to floating point, so we'll get 2.0. Fine.